So, hello. This is my creative act for February 17th, 2024. February 17th, 2024. And today I'm working on a little art project. So I think this is going to be maybe 20-30 minutes long. If you want to hang out and just enjoy some chillness, that's what I'm going for here. So this was an art project, and I actually don't have it with me, so that's okay. I was going to give one of the end products, but I might as well not. Which is the task was to write 3 dots, or no, just some random dots on a page. I'm going to do them right there. Random dots on a page. And then just hand draw lines to the edge of the page. Is the whole thing, but you're supposed to do it with different mediums. And so this is both for me, this is to do as a finished product, but it's also just the process of doing this is therapeutic. I try not to get that. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying not to go for the high-pitched scrape. Yeah, I gotta slow down. If I take it slower, it sounds a little bit better. So one of my challenges with creating is that I have a better microphone. Okay, I got 1 dot out there, and now I gotta just stay focused a little bit, and I'm gonna stick with the pattern. As long as I stick with the same thing and don't get thrown off. What I don't have is well, that joined that. Okay. It's just, coming together to be something. I don't know what the something is, but what's cool about, I'm taking a little art class, and it's like an art and therapy, sort of like how to use sort of a repetitious task to create art without being intimidated. I gotta slow down. Let's see. Let me slow down. Still try to get a good sound out of it. It's not the best sound. I don't know if this is good listening, but with these markers, that's okay. Let me go ahead and press that down, get some more ink out of it, get some more paint out of it. There we go. Oh, I don't like the sound of it, though. Okay. All right, I'm around that one. We got 1 more to hit. And on this last one, I might look for some open spaces, just a little bit intentionally. Everything else has been pretty randomized, but now I think I'll look for just cut across the top there. Okay, that's level 1. Okay, and then I'm tempted to start working with a couple colors at the same time, but let's just go with some silver first. And then I'm gonna just follow some of this out. like that a lot. I don't know if it's showing up on the camera. And I think I'm gonna start giving some softer texture to this, hoping that it works out without creating, I don't know, I like smudged without it. That's what's advantageous about the crayon, is it smears really nicely, it fills in space really nicely without it really smoothly. So, and I just like the finish. So I might do half of this and then do another half with some crayon overlay. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Not sure if I like that directly, but it doesn't mean that adding something else to it won't help at some point. So I'm just going with some patterns, you know. Whatever choice I make on one of these spots, I'll make it for all of them. And then I have orange and I have purple, which I think I wanted to use. I put them on some colors. I mean, I put them so. This is a commitment. Oh, this is a commitment. It's even more of a commitment than. Okay. I'm gonna put some gold back over one of these and see what it looks like. So. Like a vine. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna go with that on every one of this one and just see how it ends up working out. So I think I need to smear that as I go. So it means I'm doing orange. Pull it. As long as I have some uniformity, I think it'll look okay. Okay, back to the orange. It's a patient process, I don't know. Yeah, I think that as long as my phone has plenty. Sometimes I breathe funny. Sometimes I like hiccup when I breathe. Okay, gold. So it's just being just slow enough. Just slow enough to make sure I'm not missing, but I'm not going for any sort of perfection. I think I'm liking this. It's gonna take a minute. The part that wants to get rushed. So maybe I go with this as like a flowering effect. And then I think later I'm going to maybe do some purple. Oh, but we'll see. Okay, so it's back to orange. Back to orange. We'll try to keep, I think I'm going to try to keep this one specifically behind the other layers. So I'll try to get it set back a little bit. So I'm not going to go over the front of one of these other ones too much, so that it gives some perspective. Yeah, I don't know what I'm hoping for here, but we're just playing with it. I like that. That's fun. Just fun to play. Wu Wei is like non-doing, doing, non-doing. It's like just doing to do. Just existing, and then finding that in just existing and maybe like just doing the next step, that maybe that's like the most creative places to be. Best place to be. There's a little more orange popping out. I don't know what to do about that. I don't want to start changing up this too much. But I just don't want to change the pattern too much. I don't want to be afraid. There we go. That got a little more orange. I gotta be a little more orange heavy, I think. Or just a little thicker. Or not be afraid of being thick. We're laying it on. We're laying it on. Okay. Gold. I like the time. That's not too bad. So, I still haven't solved in my mind how to get rid of the open space. I don't like to leave white. I don't think I want to leave white, but I think as I go, as long as I keep taking some of this off here, once again, it's almost like too much orange is not coming through like it did on the first. Maybe this dries as it goes and turns a little orangey. Maybe I need to be a little more patient. Okay. Alright. So I want to be aware. I don't want to change process too much at all in this from the first one. Okay, and so I'm going to go a little lighter with the gold, because I think maybe some gold's getting into the orange already. Yeah, I think the gold starts to overtake the orange. Starting to get curious. Where are we going with this? What's next? So, in the question of like, well, maybe it's better to create or funner, just maybe the point of creating is just to create and to not try to get some result out of it. I was thinking about something with that, but let's see, let's just keep going. Okay, the silver base, it's gonna need more silver or something in the middle. Okay, I'm almost there. It can be hard to, there's some part of my personality, I can only speak for me, my personality, that when I create something, I want it to be witnessed. There's people, I think that they're real, like their most intuitive self is not always wanting that. But I want something to be validated. I can feel that with something when I'm creating. So that means, I guess, that to be really aware, to be validating. How do you validate yourself when you're creating? It's important. It seems like an important question. Okay, I'm gonna smear a little bit more and just see what's going on there. And what else? What other options do I have here? I'm almost afraid to pull out that purple. Okay. Okay, well, I'm doing it subtly. Okay, so we'll keep it just in waves. so I can experiment without getting crazy. I like that. I like that purple and silver. Yeah, I think I like it. Okay, what happens when you, man, I'm really sort of nervous about that one now. Well, I'm committed there. I did it. I committed to bringing purple through every one of these, I think. Cool, no problem. So it's funny. What's it like? Maybe I have a balance of being introvert, extrovert. So I'm pretty heavy on both. So I'm sitting here in a room by myself. That's funny. Talking to myself, but you have an intention, hope that you're not just talking to yourself. I do. I can only speak for myself. February 17th, the day where I think about that, I can only speak for myself. I don't know about everybody else's human experience. I like this enough. It's interesting. I don't know where it's got a vibe. It's got a vibe. I like those purple things. Okay, cool. I feel, you know what's funny is to think about, like, there's some part of it that's like, some part of me who doesn't want to be, like, who doesn't want to give myself permission to like what I'm doing, or to, yeah, to, it's almost, you know, there's a skeptic going, or there's a, not a skeptic, there's a critic, but it's not, it's so funny because it's just so subtle when you're, because it's not really, it's not like it's evil or something. It's not like it's like it can feel so strong, but it's like just part of the process of creation is like, I want to do this, ooh, do I like this, do it. But what happens for me, and I think for a lot of people, is that when you are creating, that you come with we obviously come with our own baggage into the creative process. Whatever you're creating comes our own stories, so many stories. I know that I have a lot of stories that kick up. Just thinking about, you know, obviously that's what like mindfulness is about, is just being aware. There's always stories running. So just watching. Okay, this is the next commitment. Whatever I do from here, I gotta do for all of them. So, I don't know if I want to go in a totally different direction. I can go more silver. I can just go silver all the way out. Maybe I'm gonna do that. Alright, that's what I'm gonna do. Whew, here it comes. Silver and, well, I'm gonna start doing that sound. Let's see. What happens if I go back and forth a little bit along this? What happens if I take the purple? I like that question. Oh, what happens? What happens if I take the purple through? Okay, we're about to get wild. I'm about to start pulling silver. This one start to get veiny, or start to branch out a little bit. Okay, well, we're doing it. We're going out, like flowering out a little bit. I know this sound, I think pencil would be, oh, well, that's a lot. Slow down. Slow down there, champ. See, it's something, this is like, I think I'm going for something, well, surreal. What's surreal? So, surreal would be that it looked real, but it was like bendy. No, this doesn't have a realness to it, I think. Just abstract, I think. I can't, now, this is where I would stop. I could feel like a stop energy is when I start to try to think about myself as an art critic. That's hilarious. My daughter would laugh at me. She's taking some art classes and I don't know anything enough to talk. I know that I like Dali. My gosh, he's crazy. But that I like that about him, and I don't mean, I'm sorry, I don't mean that. He's crazy. He's a wild person. He makes wild art, and I'm intrigued by it. How about that? That's a better way to put that. That's a much better way to put that. I don't remember actually his stories, but I know that he's really affected by his Christian worldview. He's got a relationship with, he's got a lot of thoughts about and pieces about what to do with that. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Might as well stop there. Okay. Okay. Keep going and switch the subject from what you don't know about, which is art as a, like, some sort of expert something is art. No. I do not pretend. If expert? I don't know. I can't think that I'm an expert of anything. I'm a pretty good carpenter. I've been a decent junior high teacher. Except a good junior high teacher is one that's teaching. It's one that's still going. So kudos to teachers. Well, kudos to teachers that are out there doing it with most of their heart. If you're teaching and you need to move on, but with honor. May you feel honored in your profession, whatever that is. Okay, nice. I like how this is starting to come out in front of another one. And still keeping some consistency. I'm going to put some silver back into this one, I think. It's a lot of purple. Maybe not. As long as I dull it up, it turns into that other. Okay. I might have to stop the video after this one. This is going to be getting sort of long. Which is cool. I'm glad that I settled in. So I've been doing this for 23 minutes. And let's see. I do feel slower in my system. I feel a little bit slowed down in my system. That feels good. This one is, I don't want to get lost here. This one, I think, got a little trailed back into here. So I have to really be deliberate with it. Do this. What I like about this art class is that I think anybody can do these things. So the goal, was just this one was draw some random dots, or pick some points, random points, and then free draw. You can draw much straighter lines, but a free draw was the idea. to the outer edge, and well, you know, it just sort of looks like flowers. I think if you did it harder, it might look, I don't know. I like doing it sort of swirly. Gonna get a little more paint. There we go. A little more paint. I like the silver with the gold and purple. I'm gonna purposefully go out in front there. Yeah, as long as I dull that up. I think I'll stop this video when I'm done with these gals, these gentlemen, these lines, these, I don't know what. Do I have one more? Sorry about that sound. Okay, purple. I'm liking this. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it exactly and where we're going with it, but I sort of like what it does. Okay. And I don't want to go over 30, and if I go on to the next two, I think I would. So I might move on. I don't know. We'll see. But thank you for stopping by. Like, share. I mean, I think the biggest thing is share, because if you know somebody that is like, I know someone who watches weird ASMR-ish videos and might like something like that. Yeah, share. If you made it this far, I mean, gee. Bye. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.